All right, so here we have a problem that has no picture, and it gives us the length of the three sides of a triangle, and it says it's similar to a triangle with a scale factor of 3.25, but with the lengths of the new sides of the triangle. So this is a little bit confusing in terms of there's no picture. So I'm going to draw one. I'm going to draw a little triangle here and make it 4, 5, and 7. And I'm going to draw another triangle here. Now, it doesn't say that it's larger, but it says the scale factor is 3.25. That sounds like it should be getting larger, so I'm going to stick with this system right here. So my scale factor is 3.25. The problem is that's not a fraction, okay? But I can make it a fraction by doing 3.25 over 1, okay? Now, if you look at this, that's going to be the larger triangle, and that's going to be the smaller triangle. So when I set this up, I'm going to have to do it upside down from what I normally do, okay? I'm going to say that this is the smaller triangle, this is the larger triangle. Again, these are assumptions that I'm making. An assessment problem or a Regents problem would never have you make these assumptions. It would be very evident as to what's smaller and what's larger. So let's talk about what happens here. I need to set up some proportions. In a situation where I'm given the scale factor, I like the scale factor to be the first proportion. So 3.25 over 1 is the first fraction, not my first proportion, my first ratio. Second one, I'm going to pick one of the sides. So let's say I'll do 4. All right, so I'm going to have 4. What sides it go with doesn't really matter. I'm going to have it go with that side right there. So 4 is going to go on the bottom, and then x is going to go on top because x is from the larger triangle. And again, I made that assumption. The Regents exam is not going to have me make that assumption when I'm doing this. So I cross multiply, and I'm going to get x equals 4 times 3.25. That's not what I want to do, sorry. 4 times 3.25 is 13. So x is going to be 13. So that side's 13. And then basically, I'm just going to do the same thing for each of these. So this is going to be 3.25 over x. I'm going to say, all right, let's find that side. I'm going to make it the same as that side, not the same as, pair up with. It's going to be 5. I'm not sure what I've got going on here. And then we'll call this side y. I'm not going to use x again because I already used it. So I'm going to get y equals 5 times 3.25. I'm going to get some decimals here. So 16.25 for that side. And let's go with this side. Pairs up with that side. So it's going to be 3.25 over 1 equals, z over 7. Z equals 22.75. Okay, so not the most likely question to see on an assessment, but just kind of double checking that you remember that we can use the scale factor in place of one of the ratios when we have problems like this.